Hi all, welcome to Kid Coders. My name is Mohit. I'm a community learning specialist at DoSpace, and this is Kid Coders. Tonight we'll be using Pixel Art. It's a software that is free available on your computer. Put this URL on your computer or iPad or whatever software, whatever device you're using. And this application we'll be using today to see how we can make short animated videos. So after you put this URL in your computer in the browser, you will see a screen like this. It will be a white canvas with all the applications and all the uses on your screen. And I'm going to explain you all the applications and all the things we can do in this video, in this webinar. And if you want, you can go ahead and you can follow me step by step, the things I'm doing, so that you can see how it works and then you can use it by yourself. Or if you want, you can just see what in the demo I'll be explaining all the tools. So you can just learn about how all the tools and then you can go ahead and make project by yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this learning about this application. So this application is Pixel Art, and this application is pretty much similar to Adobe Photoshop. You can learn this application. You can also go ahead and make your small projects on Adobe Photoshop if you know this application. And then there are so many things you can do in this application. You can make small animated videos. You can make small uh, GIFs by yourself, and then you can download them. You can share it with your friends. You can send them through SMS text, or you can send them through emails. And you can upload your pictures, you can upload yourself, you can upload your pictures, you can upload pictures of your pet, or you can upload pictures of your friends, and you can do different things with those photographs. You can make it like funny things in your pictures with your pet pictures, and then you can download them as a GIF format, and then you can share it with your friends, and you can also post them on social media if you want. Yeah, so there are so many things you can do with this specific application, Pixel Art. And I'm assuming all of us, we have on this URL, which is pixelart.com/draw. And there is also a link in the chat box. If you will go to your chat box, you will see a link there. You can copy paste the link and you can put it in your browser of your computer, and you will be on this page. Please text me if you find any difficulty to getting into this page now, so that I can help you to get onto this page before we start explaining how this application works and what all things we can do in this application. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you what is the interface of this application and what are the most important tools that we should know and how they work. So first of all, if you see here, you will see a canvas, a white canvas. And this is the place where you will be putting all the pictures, where you will be drawing things, where you will be making your creation, your art. And then you can change those art into small animation videos, and you can change them into GIF. And you can do, change color of those things. You can put different alphabet, and you can do so many things. So this is the canvas here, the most important part, where you see and do all the things. Okay, and then let's start from the left hand side. On the left hand side, extreme left, you see an option file. So file is an important place. If you can click on file here, and you will see there are options under file, which is new, clear, open, save as, download, open image, help information, and mobile app. So as I said in the starting of this webinar, that you can use any device. You can also use this application on your mobile phone. And then you can also save your drawing. So how this work is, new is for about, if you want to start from the scratch, and then you want a blank sheet to work on, you can click on new. And then clear is if you want to delete that. Open is, we will go ahead and we will see what we can do through open. And open is a place where we can import files into this in this application. And save is like when you are done with your work and you want to save your file, you can save this. Download is you can download it this file as a format, a small video or GIF format. And open images when you want to open a specific image that is on your computer. So I have a specific image already downloaded on my computer of a star, and I'm going to use that example. In some time I'm going to show you how we can download an image on our computer, or if we have already an image on our computer of ourselves, our friend, our house, or maybe our pet, how we can change those images, how we can play with those images, and how can we make small fun animation videos or GIF from those videos. And help and information is if you want any help or information, something you're not able to understand in this application. And mobile app is if you want to use mobile application. So file is the most important thing that you should know. And this is the first extreme on the left hand side option here on this application, and that we will be using this file every time we open a project or upload an image in this application. The next thing is settings. So setting gives you so many options here. It talks about all the tool options. How do you want the colors of the tool? How do you want background pattern? How do you want the grid to be, if you want grid to be a different size? And you can also, I'm going to talk about different tools in a minute. And then if you want those tools to be specific size, for example, if you want brush to be specific size, and if you want colors to be specific pattern, you can go ahead and you can change from here. And you can also choose language. if you are if you want to work, if you're more comfortable with Spanish, you can change it to Spanish language, and you can work in the Spanish, and then you can save your project if you want, if that is easy for you. So this is a very good application which gives you uh, you know option of changing language to Spanish if you are more comfortable with Spanish. And then download is an option on the third link. And download is about when you are done with your work, and you have saved your project, you have saved your work, but then after that you want to download that project on your computer. So if you want to download that project to your computer, you want to save that file on your computer, you can download from here and you can save that file. Undo is if you have done something wrong, you can click on undo, and then it will delete that thing if you have done something wrong, if you're working on a project. And redo is also a very handy option here. If you're doing one thing many times, you can just click on redo and it will keep doing it. Yeah, so this is all about here, information about here, about the things, about the tools and options which are on the top. So I hope you got them all, and if you have any questions, just please send me a message in the chat box. And you will see like an advertisement here on the right hand, on the at the bottom of your screen. Just close them. You can go ahead and you can be advertisement free, but then it's a premium option that you have to pay. So I would just say use it with this feature with advertisement, and you can download your project when you are done with the work. Okay, so on the left hand side here we have tools. So we have a pencil tool, and eraser, a brush. You can just take your mouse or your touchpad. If you're using a laptop, you can take your touchpad to hover here to see what our different tools are. A bucket tool and color picker, select tools, and then move, text tool, so many things here. So you can just go ahead and just take your mouse. If you're using a laptop, you can just use it your touchpad to go over these things to see what those tools are for. And if you're using a desktop, you can go click just hover with your mouse if you're connected to a USB mouse, or if you're connected to a wireless mouse, so to see what all these tools are for. They give you information how to use this tool, and what specific tools is used for. And then if we go here on the right hand side, we'll see an option which is save drawing. Yeah, so pixel art gives you an option to make an account. So for example, if I am using pixel art for so many projects, what I can do, I can create an account, and creating an account is free. So you can create an account with your email address. And if you do not have an email address, you can ask your parents or someone who is working with you to create an account for you and give you a username and password. So when you have a username and password, you can log in when you come back with the same username and password, and then you will be able to save all the drawings online on the cloud. So you don't have to worry about saving them on your computer. And this is also very beneficial when when you have to work on a project later. For example, if I am not done with my project and I want to save my project and I want to come back and work on those project again, so I can just go and log in with my information, my username and password, and I can start working on my project where I left working on the project. And then this is the zoom option. If you want to work on a minute thing, you can zoom in and zoom out to work on these things. Background colors, and there's a more choice of colors if you want to choose different colors. We're going to see that in a minute. How do we do this? And then here's the import colors. You can import other colors too, export colors, and there are some other options which you may not need to work on those options too. Okay, so this is about all the tools and all the interface of this application that you see on your computer. And then there's also one very important thing to this, which is frames here. So this is GIF frames on the left hand side bottom on your screen. It says GIF frames, add frames, copy frame, view, preview size. So these tools are very handy in case when you are making small animated videos and when you are making different things. So like when you are making a small GIF or animated videos, they come in very handy. I'm going to show you how they work. So this is the all information about all the tools right here. Again, if you have any question, please write me in the chat box if you did not get any of the information, any of the tool here. And then I'm going to show you how we can work with these tools and how we can make small videos or GIF for us. And if you have, and as I said earlier, you can go ahead and work with me, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing, or you can go ahead and choose different tools, and and work on different tools, and let's see what you make. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to, this is my canvas here, and I'm going to work on a new project. So I'm going to click on here on file, and then I'm going to click on new. And when I click on new, this will give me all the options here that, what are the formats of this? What is the width of the canvas I'm working on? I can change it, the canvas size from here. And then bases, if I want to go base drawing, I can choose a drawing from here. So this is something kids love to work on. If they have some, for example, if I want any of these and I want to fill colors in different different options, different images here, so I can choose any of this and I can fill up colors, and then it will be a different experience for what I'm going to show you. But I'm going to start with the very basics. So I'm going to choose a new drawing for here, and then it will ask you if I want to continue, then it will take you to the new page. So I'm choosing a basic one. I'm making a very basic one for you. So I just chose one which is without any image and which is blank. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to use, showing you how a GIF work. So for example, let's say if I want to choose line tool here, and I want to create a small GIF or video that my line is moving in the space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines here. So I just draw a line here, and then now I want a GIF which gives me impression of a moving line. So Do you see this option here on the add frame at the bottom? I'm going to click on add frame. So the first frame has this line. And now this is the second frame that I'm working on. So for the second frame what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a line here. And then I'm going to add one more frame, third frame. So you can add as many frames to you want. So I'm going to add another frame here. So this is fourth frame. So I have just drawn very simple 4 lines here, but I have drawn them in 4 different frames. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I'm going to, combine all of these frames, how these lines look like. So I'm going to click on preview, and you can see it in my screen that this is a small GIF or a small animated video which is showing me the motion of these lines. So I just draw 4 lines in different frames, but this application, what is it doing? It's connecting all the frames, and they are just showing me all the frames very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. So it gives me impression that this line is moving to and fro in a direction. So this is how you can play with draw tool, and then you can also play pretty much very similar with the drawing tool. You can create a drawing here. If you like to draw, you can draw it by yourself, or if you want, you can choose an image to put that in the frame, and then you can color the image, and then you can also make an impression that the image is changing color. So this is how you work on these small making GIF things here. So now, for example, if I want to delete the lines, I can go undo and I can delete all the lines. Let's do one more example with a different shape here. Let's choose circle this time. And as I said, we can add different colors to the circle too. So for example, if I want to have a circle of, let's say, red color. So I'm going to choose and I'm going to put a red circle here. Then I'm going to click frame, add frame, and then I'm going to choose circle again, and then I'm going to change color of the circle, and I'm going to create a bigger circle around the circle. And then I'm going to click add frame. The third frame, I'm going to choose circle again, and I'm going to choose different color this time. So what I'm going to do, I'm trying to create a illusion circle of different colors, just to show you guys how we can use basic tools here, to use whatever the basic tools we have in this application to see how those works. So I'm just choosing different color, and then I'm choosing one more here, the bigger one. Now I have 4 different color of circles with 4 different borders, and I have added them in 4 frames. And whenever I want to see what is the result, I'm going to click on preview. So now this is a different situation than the line that we just did before this. And this is showing me how these colors these circles are different color. They are just they're just emerging as a, and you can make them concentric circles, the circle which they have the same circle, I'm sorry, center. So you can play with these different tools, and you can create different information, different videos and different small gifs here. And then if you like any of the project, you can download from here, and then you can save that small video or GIF, you can call it GIF or video, to on your computer, and then you can share it with your friends, text messages, email, or you can share it to your, wherever you want. So I'm going to click on undo and remove all of my circles here. So now this is about all the things that you can do here on the in the different. And now, for example, I'm going to show you some of the other tools here. So square tool is pretty much like line and circle if I want a square, and then I can make them different, different frames, and I can make them like glow or make them work. And then brushes, if I have an image and I want to color it, I can use the brush. Eraser, there's an eraser we have here. So if you are drawing something on this thing, and if you have done something wrong, you can use eraser and you can erase it. And then there's a stamp tool, you can put stamps on anything if you want. And there's a text tool. So what you can do with the text is that you can write pretty much thing you want. So I want to choose different color so that it just I can see it better. So I choose text color. So okay, so you can write pretty much whatever you want with the text, and then you can also T. Okay, let's see this. So do you see it's just flashing with different sizes and different text? You can do it. So you can pretty much use all of these tools to work around how does it work. And now I'm going to show you, how we can import the files and how we can work on different images. And then in respect to that, image, I'm going to show you some of the other tools, how we are going to use that tool. So I already have an image. I downloaded it from internet. So I have an image called star. So, and that is saved on my desktop of my computer. So if I want to, say, if I want to open that image on my canvas, what I'm going to do is go to file and click on open image. And when you will click on open image, you will see option where you can choose all the applications. So see a star image here named as star. So I'm going to click on star here, and then I'm going to click on open. And then this will ask you, are you okay to downloading, uploading this picture? Then I'm going to say okay. And you will see a star image on your canvas. So this is with any image. If you want an image of your house, if you want an image of your your pet, or if you want an image of yourself, whatever image you want to work on, whatever image you like to change different format, or you want to play with, you can use that option. You can go to file here. I'll show you again. File here, click on open image, and then choose the image, and then you will import the image on this canvas platform where we are going to work on this image. So for example, I have a star image, and if I want to, let's say, now the other thing is, you can also use this copy frame, which is also very interesting. So what copy frame does is it repeats the same frame over and over. So if I click on copy frame, do you see I have the same copy frame here? So this is frame 2, but this is the same as frame 1. So now, for example, if I want to have if I want to play with this, and if I want to change the color, I can choose the bucket tool here. So this is the bucket tool which fills the color inside the closed surface. So the star is a closed surface from everywhere, closed shape, I would rather say. So this is a closed shape here, and I have a bucket tool selected. And if I want the red color, I'm going to click on red, and then click here, and this will change into red. And then, if I go on add frame here, and then you're going to say I can now working on third frame. And then if I want different color, I can again click bucket tool. And if I want green, so I'm going to choose on green, and I'm going to put here green. So this didn't work right. Let me see. Let me delete this one and delete number 3 because that was not correct. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to copy frame. So whenever you copy frame, you're going to, you see there's, so what I did wrong was I copied from 2 3. I should have done it from 1 to 3. So that's how it make difference. So I'm going to choose bucket tool here, choose blue color, a different color, click here and it will be blue. And then go to add, and then if you want to delete, so if I see the two is selected here, I am working on two second frame here. So I click on delete, and then I can go ahead and I can pretty much like make as many as I want. So see, this is blue again, and if I want a different color, let's do one more to show you how it works. Let's choose a different color here. We have yellow, and then we can do gray, I think. Okay, so now I have you know frames, 4 frames here, so it will be under GIF frames. So I'm creating a small GIFs, and people, they have been using GIF all over their social media, and then their text messages and WhatsApp messages. So this is a very easy way and free of cost information way you can create your own GIF, and then you can share it. So now if I want to know how does this work for me, I'm always going to click on preview to see how it works. So now it's working for me like this. So the inside of the star is changing colors, and it looks like, so it just combines all the frame, and it worked very fast, and it gives an expression that it gives an expression that it's working very fast, and it gives an expression that is really dynamic in state. So this is how it works. And then if I want to download this, you see there's another option. If I click on download, and then it will be downloaded to my computer, and I can share it whenever. You see it's just working on 50%, and then it takes some time to download this Jiffy, and there it is. So I have this information. I'm sorry, I have this file in my, and this will go to your download folders. So you can save this in your download folders, and this is the name. You can name it. You can start naming it with something else. You can name it a star or whatever you want, and then you can create your own GIF by this, and you can save it in your computer, and then you can share it with your friends or in your social media. Yeah, so this was about and then this is also, your touchpad will also work as a zoom. Like if you will expand the touchpad, this will be zoom out and zoom in, and this is very handy whenever you're drawing something, and or whenever you are working on small shapes, I would say. Okay, so uh, this is how you use this is how you import images in the canvas of this application, and how you make them a GIF. I hope you guys are following me and you're making some projects by yourself. Please write me on the chat message if you have any questions, or please, if you are not able to follow me, or if you have any questions, and if you want to share your project, you can share your projects with us too. Okay, so I'm going to undo this one, delete this one. So I'm going to click on undo, undo, and undo, and then so this will be deleted. So yeah, here it is. Oh, so it looks like you can do it undo like for 3 times maximum. Okay, no worries. So I'm going to go and I'm going to click on clear. So it will give you so this is how you use clear option 2. So this will give you a message, changes you may not be saved. So I don't want to save this file. I'm just going to, click on reload. So I'm going to click, and then this will take me to, this will clear my information here. So this is asking me a message now. Looks like you did not save your latest changes. In order to save it as loaded them for you, click new drawing if you like to start. So if I want to start a new one, I can click on new drawing, and then I can choose bases from here. As we said that you can choose different bases. Let's work on one of these images so that I can show you how you can color it, and then how you can show the images here. Okay. So let's choose this image here. So you can also, follow me, and you can also go ahead and choose this image. Like I can chose this image, and you can draw this by yourself if I. So now I have an image here, and I'm going to show you how I am going to, maybe, so like it's also give you an way of thinking that what do you like to do with your image and how do you want to work on that image. So let's say if I want to uh, if I want to, let's say move the hand of this thing, if I can do it. So I'm gonna click on copy frame here. So I have the second image here. Now I'm working on second one. So let's see if I can move this. So what I can do is I can delete this or color this if I want. So let's choose the eraser tool here. So I'm erasing one hand here, or let's do one thing. So I did undo, and there's a crop tool here, resize drawing canvas. I'm going to see if there's a trim tool so that I can trim the hand and like wave his hand. I could not find any of this, so let me try to delete this one here. And then, so I'm going to, change this slant hand a little bit. So this can give me, impression that I've been using my hand in a different way. So I'm going to use line tool from here. Yeah. So let's use line, and then I have this here, and, I'll have this here. And, oh, so this will not be the line tool. Okay. So Control Z, and then going to use the pencil tool. So do you see, drawing is also very easy. I'm doing it for the first time, specifically the drawing, but I just did it. It was very easy. So you can just try different drawing by yourself. And now I edited in a different frame. So I have two frames here. So let's see, click on preview and see how does it look. You see? So now I just made an animation that this small kid, it's waving his hand. So you can just make this pretty much like the same you want, or you can just choose another shape. And I'm going to click copy, choose the third one, and I'm going to put colors this time. So I'm gonna choose bucket tool, and I'm gonna give his head a color, and I'm going to click on preview. So this is how it works. And then now I can click on copy frame again, and I can choose a different color for his body. Let's do the green. So click on preview to see how does it work. So it looks like a real animation, and looks like a real GIF that you use on your phone images, or on social media. And then the good thing is you can just download this, and then you can use this image. Okay, let's see if I can add something more to this. I'm trying to see how I can use the text tool here. Oh, maybe I choose text tool and choose the color as black. Let's see, it works. Oh no. Oh yeah, it works. So you just have to choose the color. So it was it was white color, that's why it was working. It was white on white. So I can choose this high, and then I just wrote this high, and then I can click on copy frame. So I have another frame here, and then I can go text tool, and then I can choose this one like here. Yeah, so I'll add one more here, sixth one. Choose the text box. So always choose the text box first, and then the color, whatever color you want to write in. So I'm choosing a different color this time here. So I just wrote hi you there. So now if I want to see how does it look like, so I'm gonna click on preview to see how it works. Oh, looks like I was just doing this in one frame. Let me see again. Frames. So this is, oh yeah, I just did this in a one frame. So yeah, that was wrong. But then you can also work on, pretty much like this, and you can click on preview to see how does it work for you. So I just, did some hand movement, and I click on there. So you can create all of these GIFs by yourself, and then you can include your pictures as I just showed you. You can go to file, and you can click on open image, and then you can choose picture from your computer. And if you want, you can download a picture from internet, and then you can use that image to work for you. And then also what you can do is, if you want to work on a picture of your house, change colors of your house, or if you want to have a picture of, to work on with your friend or your pictures or your pet, you can use all the pictures, and you can make, fun things like this on your this application. And if you like this, for example, if I like this and if I want to download this, you just have to click on download, and then this will be downloaded. This will show you the percentage, how much is left for downloading, and then you can download. And when it is 100% done, you will see that on your left side of your computer like this, that it has been downloaded. And this always go to download folder of your computers. So you can go to download folder of your computer, and you can see how does it work for you. Or if you like it, you can keep it, or either you can delete it and you can make changes to it. So this was all about this application. It's called Pixel Art, and this is how you can work on this application. And there are some other tools here. Crop tool. So crop tool is used, for example, if I have a bigger picture, and if I want a specific part of the picture, I can choose crop tool, and then I can cut the pictures on what part of picture that I'm going to work. So I can use crop tool for this one. I don't know what dethering tool is. So I think this is combining. If you want to combine two things, so this will be help you. This will be handy for you when you want to, when you're drawing by yourself. And then let's see what else I'm going to talk about. So yeah, so you can also go ahead and give a background. So for example, if I wanted to give a, so I just chose purple from here. The purple color was chosen. If I want to have a background, this is visible and this is not visible. This will keep increasing it, and this will, if you want to go back and do not want any background, so you can choose a different background of the image if you want. And this will be handy when you're working or drawing and you want a specific background. Like for example, like I want this background for my for image that I made, and I want to look like in a purple shadow, so I can choose this one. And then I can choose different colors. So if I want black, so I can choose black from here, or whatever color I want. I can, there are so many options for color here. You can go ahead and you can choose colors from here, whatever color you like. Or you can also, as I told you in the starting, that you can also import colors and export colors from here, and you can make different changes from here too. And then there are some other options here, layers. That's the next part of it. If you want to add, different layers to it, like we just added a layer of background. So if you want to add multiple layer, this will be handy if you want a GIF with the, multi-layer thing. You can use this one and you can, you know, give it different layers. And then there are options, more options here. What the preview size do you want? What color option do you want? And what are the other default colors here? And you can also align the layers. So these I would say these are the advanced option of using it. I would advise you to use pretty much and practice what we did today to try to make some of the gifs by yourself and see it how work for you, and then download them. And then and then if you want to, and as I told in the starting, if you want to save the drawing online, you can click here and save this. You can also create a username and password by yourself. So you can create a username and password by yourself, and you can just just log in and just go whenever you want to go online and log in with your username and password, and those drawings will be there for you whenever you are going to continue working on these applications or all the projects that you have been doing. And then there's also a preview size. What size do you want it? Like this is 100 ms, so you can change it. We talked about in the starting that when we do new, we can pretty much change. We can pretty much choose the size of the canvas that we want to do too. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk about today, a pixel art application. I hope you liked it, and I hope you understood it. And I also hope that you're going to play with this and create very nice and playful just by yourself and share it with your friends. I will be here in the Zoom call for 10 more minutes. Please try to, practice it and see how it works for you. And please write me if you have any question so that I can acknowledge those questions. I can give you advice if you have any of those. So I hope you got something out of this and you are trying to create your own GIF. And then if you have if you face any difficulty using it later, what you can do is you can write us an email on our email address, which is hello@dospace.org. It's hello@dospace.org. You can also write email to this email address, and you are also welcome to share your project with us. Yes, you're welcome, Jason. You are also welcome to share our project with on this email address. And my name is Mohit. I just wrote that for you too, so you can write it to me that hey, I made this project, and we would love to hear from you that what you guys are making project by yourself and how you are sharing it with your friends, and we can share it on our social media that you made this project and you have been finding this classes helpful. Yeah, so please keep working on this pixel art and try to make some nice GIF by yourself, and then write us how was your experience. And then Kid Coders is a program that we do every week, every Tuesday, 5 to 6. I have been doing this program since September 2018. So I have been doing it, the project in the building. So in building, we do more in the sense of we use more tangible things, like we use robot kits and we use, Edison robots, and we have so many kits at Do Space. And before the situation happened, we were using we were using Pocky Stick. So Pocky is an application from Japan. So we were using Pocky sticks. So these are candy sticks which you make a code of, and then you solve the code, and then you eat the candy. So we were doing that when before we went digital. So we do monthly theme, and we keep working. And now we are doing every new thing every week. So yeah, so we have did Scratch, and we also have done Aries 3 making animation video, and then we also did code.org for the first week that we did this program virtually. So you guys are welcome to join next time. I will be doing some drag and drop coding next time, and I'm going to show you how you can write code for drag and drop coding and how you can change those codes and how you can make different nice, beautiful things with code. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm going to disconnect the Zoom session. And if you would like to share the projects with us, you have the email address. Please write us and please share the GIF that you make with us. And then also, we have been the one information that I would like to give you that we have been working on our summer plans. So we are doing a very nice summer plan here this time. So we have different information to do things, and also we have code learn, and then we have 4 activities in total that you can do. And then when you are going to do all the activities, you're going to give like a passport, and you can get the stamp on the passport. And then if you complete all the activities, we have prizes for you for all the kids that do complete all the activities. And then we are going to uh, find 3 of the best activities, and we're going to rank them 1, 2, 3, and those 3 people, they would get the special prizes. So keep an eye on your social media on Facebook and Twitter, or at DoSpace website. And then keep an eye for summer passport and claim your summer passport as soon as possible after we launch them. And then you can go ahead and work on those activities and win some nice prizes too. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm going to see you next Tuesday, 5 to 6 Kid Coders. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.